All right, guys. Tyler Korbelz back here with you for another Redux live stream. But you guys may have noticed last 5 months or so on my streams, the other half of my stream title has always been Enfusion Waiting Room, and it's finally happening. This is awesome. So yesterday, Bohemia changed all their social media from Arma 3 to Arma platform, and they announced next week they're doing the Future of Arma event. So pretty cool, pretty cool. But let's talk about what's going to be on this event because I leaked most of the stuff uh, over a month ago. So let's see here. Here we go. I'll get this on screen for you guys. Okay, and I copy and pasted this from the main. There we go. Okay, so on April 7th, basically last month, here's the leak I got together. So the next game that they make, if you want to call it a game, they're calling it a platform, is going to be Arma. Definitely know that much. And some features of the next game, it's going to be an open world game. So this makes sense with the platform name that they're calling it. Multiplayer and moddable. The destruction leak, I only found it like mentioned once in the information I was looking through. And I mean, in Arma 3 is already destructible, so I mean, I didn't think it was that interesting. But so yeah, nothing really groundbreaking there. But these are the things we specifically know. And now this whole open world thing, I mean, this makes a lot more sense now that they're calling it platform. Because obviously it was going to be multiplayer and it's Arma, it's going to be moddable. But the whole open world part, that was kind of new, but makes sense. And then, so what other information do we expect to get next week? It's not going to be a game announcement, I don't think. It's going to be the Enfusion announcement. And it might be an announcement that they're going to release it in August, because I think August is Gamescom or something. It's in Germany, Cologne. And that's usually where they do some of their announcements. Although they did release Arma 3 in March, so it's a little bit different, but... So yeah, I don't think we're getting a game release date. We might get a game name if they decide to call it something. I still think I'm kind of betting on Reforger. Kind of makes sense, considering the origin of the word Reforger. Return to Germany was the name of the exercise. It got shortened to Reforger. That kind of makes sense with Everon, even though Everon's not set in Germany. That is, it kind of has the same motif, you know. Return to Everon, return to Germany. It's part of the Reforger exercise. There's been a lot of talk about consoles. I think consoles are just a given. Like PCs and consoles are so homogenized at this point, and I think almost everything BI has released in the last 2 years or something has been on console. Like DayZ, Vigor, all those games. I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of just a given. Yeah, game's probably gonna be on console, and I don't think even the control scheme is gonna be that big of an issue, especially with like radial menus and stuff these days. It's pretty easy to get a bunch of commands on a console game. 'Cause that's the biggest thing. People are like, you can't do ARM on a console because the controls, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Totally doable if you wanted to. Do I have any other info? The other stuff I didn't include in this link was the server backend stuff. There was like some look like leaderboard, like global leaderboard type stuff. I don't know how that would tie into an Arma platform, so I didn't include it. But like a lot of just server backend stuff that's not really exciting for you guys. It's interesting to me, but not for you guys. Other than that, yeah, I think that's about it. We haven't got any new teaser images and stuff, but what's going to happen Tuesday, I think, is just going to be the announcement of Infusion has already been announced, but I think they're going to just give us more preview on the workbench. And they might set a date for like early access to the workbench, which is their development tools for Infusion. And it might be phased because I kind of speculated way back in December that the rollout was going to be okay. So they released it in December. They released the initial info in December. They make a public build in June for the developers, the mission developers, and people just want to tinker around with it. And then in Gamescom in August, they do the, hey, look, this is our new game engine, like the big public reveal. This is the new game engine. This is what the community's done with it. And then they just show off a bunch of community-made projects that were made in June and July. So if they roll it out 1 month early, and they do some kind of phased rollout, that makes a lot of sense to me. Like if they, I don't know, they do like a limited access per week or something, or per month. And then they have a bunch of content ready to show for Gamescom. Then I think Gamescom, if they're going to do a full game, like a full AAA game, which it looks like they're going to, that's when they announce the name of the new game. Probably still no release date though. So we might have to wait another year for the release date of the new game. Unless they're way farther along than we think. Which could be true, depending on how big the scope is. If they keep it to Everon and they keep a Cold War style story, they could very well get this game out real fast because they're not really doing any development. It's just art assets and engine development. And this engine they've been working on forever. And the art assets are literally just better versions of stuff they made 20 years ago. So you're taking a lot of creativity out of it. Creativity and planning and logistics out of it. You could probably pump content out really fast, like within a couple years. When I say fast, I'm talking like 3 to 4 years. Because nothing in game development anymore is fast. But yeah, that's all we got for the speculation as far as the new feature of Arma is coming. We know it's going to be platform, and it matches the leaks perfectly from a month ago that I put out. We knew it was going to be an Arma game, which definitely at this point seems like it's going to. And we knew it was going to be something open world multiplayer and moddable, which fits perfect with the platform thesis, the platform name that they're calling their stuff now. So, going to be really cool. I will definitely be covering it. In fact, yeah. So, if you're here just for Infusion waiting room news, that's it. I don't know what next week. Dude, I'm super excited because I'm going to have to change my stream title next week. We won't be waiting for Infusion anymore. I'll be applying to the early access program. And hopefully get my hands on Infusion pretty soon. But otherwise, we're going to keep working on Warlords Redux. So that's the end of all our Infusion info. And we'll move on to Redux. So get this back to a normal paper reading size. There we go. Okay, so let's do our normal Redux setup stuff. Get VS Code going. That's good. GitHub. Really game. Got that done. Steam open. Okay, cool. Got all the stuff we need opened up. I think. I feel like we're forgetting something. Alright, so let's go back to this. A little bit for you guys. Okay, first thing we need to do is add a toggle. So the AI vehicle code we built last week. Actually, we can go ahead and check that off. Got to do that. We need to add a admin adjustable toggle, easy to adjust toggle for that. And we'll test it real quick. I need to clean up the compile on the welcome script and the on respawn script, and I totally spelled that wrong. 3 a.m. when I did that the other night. I'm probably going to end up deleting the on respawn code, and I'll just keep remaking it every time I want to test something. Because I'm going to end up using the on respawn code or script as an anti-AFK script. And welcome, I'm just going to move welcome to be in the same folder as all the other common scripts, just for clarity sake. We're going to add tractors tonight. I watched a video from Finland last night because they were joining NATO, and I guess the guy was like making a training video for joining the NATO military. It was like how to tow a Russian tank with a tractor. I was like, dude, why do we not have tractors yet in Redux? This is ridiculous, dude. So I instantly added that to it. I'm gonna go through, update the wiki on GitHub, mainly adding this new toggle, because I like to keep at least a basic documentation of all the toggles on the wiki. And then on the Steam guide, I was actually reviewing the Steam guide today because I linked it to somebody and I did a super quick review on it. The Verona range is wrong. I have it listed as 3 kilometers because I never actually tested it. I found out this week, people are talking about it in the Warlords channel, it's 2.2 kilometers for the wire guided range, or laser guided range, or whatever you want to call it. Command line of sight. And I also realized I think the default start time may have changed on the main Warlord servers. Obviously ours is randomized, so it doesn't matter, but yeah. I need to hop on an official server and check that real quick. I know the Redux one is 6 a.m., but I don't know how much longer that mission is going to be lasting on the official server, considering current state of not working. So yeah, that's it. I really do want to keep. I know I say this literally every single week. Work on UCAVs. I'm not even going to put it on the list. If we have time and we have the mental energy at the end of this, because I think this tractor thing might be a big deal. Like, seems really easy, but I have a feeling this is going to kick our butt. But if always our overflow time is going to be used on UCAVs. Because if I can solve the UCAV problem, I can solve like a bajillion different problems inside Warlords, because I'll know how to add crews to stuff. So, getting all my windows reset up here the way I need them. Okay, so we need 3. Nailed it. Yeah, first thing we always do is get our new patch going. So, cool. All right, so go find what we were working on. Okay, so add AI vehicle toggle. That's what we're going to be doing. So what file was that in? Populate sector, right? Populate sector. Where did I... okay, so this 4 number right here, this is going to be the number that we're going to add, and we're going to use the word constants. God, I wish this was highlighted like all my other stuff. We're gonna take line 68 here, and I'm going to copy, paste line 69. Nice. Okay, Shbon AI. Okay, we're gonna set this for testing. I'm gonna set this to 10. Okay, what this will do, number of VIX at Okay, so random number of AI VIX can spawn in the zone, 0 to value given. In this case, it is 10. And the default value is 4, because that is going to be the default value set it to. So for this particular case, it's going to be between 0 and 10 for vehicles that can spawn. And we're going to take this, that, go over here to populate sectors, slap it right here. And yep, this is included Warlords constant. Outstanding. Okay, so now we're just going to jump into a mission. We know we can test this locally. And off we go. Oh, when we get in, I need to check. I need to check my bit rates and stuff. Because I also upped the video quality today since I was doing the Enfusion video. Figure I need to test some higher video quality settings and bit rates and stuff if I'm going to be doing Enfusion content, because, you know, other people do good work. I went up from 720p, because originally first week on this PC I streamed at 4K, and it was a disaster because I didn't up the bitrate, code and quality stuff. So I loaded down to 720p, and I was watching it on my phone, reviewing on my phone, and it didn't look bad. I mean, there's no pixelation, which is good, but even on my phone, I could kind of tell I could bump up the resolution a bit and still look good on my phone. So I increased the encoding rates, and I increased the resolution to 1080p. So should be slightly easier to read the text on the screen now. Pretty happy with the zoom level. I was able to read the VS Code text in the wiki text on my phone. So. And it's extremely easy to read if you're watching on a desktop. Okay, let's just in here a couple minutes ago testing out video coding settings before stream. Odessa. Nice.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector.
Now that I fixed the zone, I actually really like the zone as a starting base. The zone sucked when it was broken.
Sector.
Let's go Panachori. Okay, so I'm gonna get the stream up on my other screen. And then I'm gonna do this to see if it pixelates. This is our worst case pixelation scenario.
Sector selected.
Okay, sorry for the delay there. I had to let the other stream catch up. Yeah, looked good. I didn't see any pixelation, so I just realized I don't have my controls set up. Yep.
Select destination. Destination selected.
Oh, I forgot to kill the baddies. They're dead now. Okay. It's like, why is there a squad patrolling down that street? Oh no! It's kind of how I imagine the that Russian river crossing this last week went. Ukrainians just hit the delete button, they all died. Too soon? No, not too soon. God, dude. Speaking of that river crossing, man. So I was air crew in the Air Force, and like we go through survival training and stuff. And dude, it got beaten to our head. Like if you're traveling through the woods, don't ever follow power lines. Like, cause it's the obvious thing to do. You got how high, you know, these big power lines, and they cut past through the woods for the power lines. So it's a really like easy thing to do if you're traveling to just follow power lines. But it just got beaten to our heads. Like, don't ever follow power lines like that. And then turns out an entire Russian unit was trying to like follow power lines and cross a river, and then got slaughtered by the Ukrainians. I was like, dude, this is like day one stuff, man. The Russians are messing up. Like, why in the world would you do that? It's so easy to ambush people in those little cuts through the forest where the power lines are. It's like, it's just a ready-made ambush position. Like, man, dude. Sucks to be you, Russians. Don't know who your commander is, but you like failed like day one, like navigation school or something.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector.
But I try not to talk
Select
too much about the
sector.
war. I mean, Russia's getting their ass beat, so not much else to talk about.
Sector selected. Select destination. Destination selected.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, I forgot to put the debug code in. Oops. That's okay, we can still test this. So we got a mix engine running, so we know he was moving around. We'll have to remember when we go to Kavala not to kill everybody, so we can check. 2 vehicles. Three vehicles. Is that a Mora? 4 vehicles. Is a Mora. Oh, we got a bunch this sector. We got an HMG over there. It looks like this zone got 5. Okay, that basically confirms the code's working, but we'll do 2 or 3 more sectors just to double check. Really should have turned the debug code back on, but that's okay. I have no idea why I just threw myself all the way back. I was retarded. Alt shift. Yep. Forgot how to teleport like a noob. Oh, speaking of dead people, apparently in 2.6 they added a way to delete crew from inside a vehicle that are dead. I think that's kind of a problem in Warlords, I think. I remember somebody talking about something about dead crew members in vehicles or something.
Voting for the next sector. Select sector. Sector selected.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with their bodies getting thrown out into a vehicle. These ragdolls really mess vehicles up. So, okay, so we're not going to delete
Select destination.
the people in Cavallo. We're going to look around Cavallo before we do this. Oh, there's a little bird? Oh no, that's a wildcat. Okay, I see one Nick's driving around over there at the hospital. Good. There's something really big underneath me. That would be a Kuma on the main road. You hear a second Kuma somewhere. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's about average. So we got a Gorgon and a Kuma again. Once again, just like the last Gorgon we had spawn, they act retarded. I think Gorgon drivers are just kind of born stupid at this point. There's... Look, this guy's running into a building too. Yep, pretty much confirmed Gorgon drivers are dumb. And I think this guy under the tree is also... AT-Nix. Wow, this would be a... There's another Gorgon over here, holy crap. Okay, yeah, that code's definitely working. I'm getting more than 4. Wow, dude, this would be a brutal AO, dude. Well, it's a weird distribution of infantry. Like, almost all the infantry's on the spawn side of the city. Well, actually, there's a decent bit in the middle. Yeah, once you get through that initial push in the beginning. God, this would be a brutal AO, man. Yeah, a lot of money, though. A lot of CP. Wait, did the weather just fix itself? I felt like the weather just changed on us. Maybe in the weather script kicking in. Okay, there's no particular reason to keep doing this. We know the code's working as intended. Okay, so let's write up some patch notes here. Save that. GitHub. Here, yep. So we're oh my goodness, we almost left that at 10. That would have been bad. Yep, got that fixed. That's 4. Okay, cool. Let me pull that up on my other screen just to. Yep, that went through. Yep, all looks good. Nice. Also, Discord here. And get that. Boom. Done. Okay, clean up, compile, and welcome, and we're probably just going to delete respawn. So, it's up next on our list. So, we're going to go on player respawn. Did I delete that last week? Okay. So, we'll just delete this, and we'll continue to remake that whenever we want to test our AFK stuff. And this script, we are going to common. I have to make this bigger here. Okay, cool. So now we need to go through to the init file. And we're going to find functions common. Paste that in front of it. Okay, so now that is exactly the same as all the, that's now in the correct place, per se, if you want to say that. As far as the other one. So we're going to do a quick smoke check on this to make sure it starts up in game correctly. Guess we'll do op for this time. Let them get a little bit of love. KRX. Oh, we got a Odessa again. Crazy. I feel like Odessa is not a very common zone to be getting.
Voting for the next sector.
Okay, there we go. And that works just perfect. Cool. Didn't expect that was going to cause any problems, but you never know. I'm great at making typos. Cool. So we are back to having 100% compiled code, which is what we always want. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, cool. 100% compiled again. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about the performance, baby. Okay, so we are knocking stuff down quick. Right, boom. Clean up, compile, and unwelcome. Okay, next up, tractors. Let's go. Time to have some fun. Oh. Arma 3 tractors. Wow, that's the third most common. That's the third most common search term for that. Yes. Go, baby. Does it have a picture of it? May have to unzoom this a little bit. Alright guys, on stream, but it just makes it, I have to be able to see the entire thing here. Doesn't look like it takes any DLCs. It's that top. It's yuck. Let's try to find out what this looks like. I'm guessing Enoch is the aliens one. Sounds alien. But I feel like tractors have been in the game for like 20 years. Okay, well, we're gonna stick this in the game files and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna go to the requisitions list. I may end up unzooming this out a little bit. Yep. Okay, vehicles. Call this sex extractor. Because she thinks my tractor's sexy. Okay, I literally have no idea what's gonna happen when we do this. So it should assign this to a blue fort. There's no crew inside of this, so I should be able to just jump on top of this thing, I think. I don't have the contact DLC. I think it's the one DLC I don't have for Arma. So if this is actually a contact DLC. I really thought this has been in the game for a very long time. I think I put this on blue for. I didn't actually pay attention. Yeah, Scorcher. Maybe? I don't know. I didn't look. Dang it.
Warlords Protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector.
There it is. Ah, this is awesome. Okay, we gotta have some fun with this. That was
Sector
easy.
selected.
Okay, so I gotta give myself some money. Dang it, I want to do this on Op4 because it's funny.
Select drop zone. Airdrop in progress. Select drop zone. Airdrop in progress.
Oh my god, we got a super high spawn on this tractor. Dang it. I gotta go purchase like contact DLC right now. Just look at. Hang on. This is happening right now, dude. I want to drive a tractor. Where's your freaking store page game? One second. Where in the world are your? Okay, I'll wait for that to go on sale. Much as I want to drive a tractor, I'm not paying $30 for a tractor. Sorry. I will definitely be getting that when it goes on sale, though. So I can drive a tractor around. Instead, we're gonna stage a photo shoot here. Okay, I gotta figure out how to make the snipping tool work. Windows logo key Shift S. Okay. Wow, that was really dumb. Can't. I guess I'm gonna have to go old school. Take a screenshot. Oh no, it's gonna take me forever to find Where in the world would screenshots be? Ah, user data. Wait, let's find, what day is it? March 13th. Oop. Okay, this is original Arma. There we go. Here's new Arma. What if I just upload that entire thing to Sure. Yo, let's go for it. Sorry for doing this on stream. I want to troll the Okay, hang on. Really, I need to figure out how to whitelist something here. Okay. I just did that. Control click. Right, now it's time to troll crap out of Discord. So, adding realism to Warlords Redux. Checked it. Okay, so we're done trolling. We can go back to work now. Okay, that was really easy. We need to go do a bunch more stuff though. We gotta add it to off4 as well. Alright, click the wrong button there. Okay, so let's exit this. Go copy and paste that code over to Op4 side. And then jump on Op4, test it, make sure it also works or doesn't work. So I can't actually get into the tractor. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that. Added sexy tractors. Okay, so we now know that this is also on the offboard side. So let's jump in the game and test it out. That was way easier adding civilian stuff than I thought it was going to be. I figured something being civilian would actually cause it to break.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector.
Yep.
Select drop zone. Airdrop in progress.
Ooh, we got a
Sector
pretty good height
selected.
on that one. Oh, it's a different color. Wasn't the other one blue? But the other one was blue. Oh, cool. So they spawn at random colors. That's let me in. In. That's hilarious that this thing's locked behind the DLC. That's weird. See that? That's not like a normal texture on the license plate on this thing. Bet you can modify that license plate number. Pretty obvious it's not part of the texture. Yeah, the textures on this thing. This has got to be an old vehicle. Like this legit looks like reused like Arma 1 or Arma 2. These are definitely not Arma 3 textures. This back end's kind of a dead giveaway with numbers and stuff. Crazy. Okay, well we know that works. Oh, you know, this entire time I did not have my music on. Big sad. Alright, where's Now added sexy detractors to. Okay, let's pull up Discord. What's next on our list? Okay, next up is update wiki with the new toggles. We could do that. Zoom this back in for you guys. I'm gonna absolutely regret doing that because I use the site for other stuff. Okay, let's edit. Okay, we know we have to have multiple. Yep. It's easy. Boom, done. And I hope they had a dark mode too. Kind of blinding me. That's the one thing I can't dark mode. Alright, so next thing we need to do is over on Steam to go to Arma 3 guides. And we need to go to the basic guide. And where's the anti-tank part? Boom. Get this. Total range 2.2. Right? That was easy. We also got to do that on the advanced guide. Let's go down here. Rona. Here it is. At the top. And Verona 2.2 kilometers. Okay, May 13th. Good to go. Okay, that part's done. Okay, now I need to go check the default spawn time, start time on the regular servers. Oh, I should probably do by players, huh?
Warlords protocol initialized. Sector selected.
Okay, this mission looks like it started maybe an hour or two ago, 6 hours ago. Okay. So, yep. Wow, these people are freaking slow, dude. Holy crap. Oh, looks like not that many people have been playing. But yeah, okay, so yep, that confirms that. Jump on one more server, see if we can find 13. Let's just jump on something completely new here. Noon. Okay, cool. That's all I needed. Okay, so that part's done as well. Guess it's time to work on UCAVs, huh? So let's just add this on here to do UAV crew stuff. I have no idea what we're actually going to be trying to do here. Just going to start playing around with stuff. But first, I'm going to go AFK. I'll probably be AFK for quite a while. We just banged out a ton of stuff. Okay, cool. I'll be back in about 5-ish minutes, and then we'll start. I think what we'll do, kind of the way I envisioned this working was like going through the entire life cycle of a helicopter and trying to figure out where the crew is getting inserted and deleted, or where I should insert a crew. And also look at the SAM sites, the evolution of the SAM site, like through all the menus. Actually, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do the SAM site first to figure out where the crew's getting implanted in the SAM site and how it's getting stuck in the SAM site. And then we'll go through the helicopter spawn code and I'll see if I can get the a crew into the Greyhawk. If I can get a crew into the Greyhawk, we Gucci. May look at vehicles too. AI vehicles. Figure out how they're getting a crew. Yeah. May look at AI vehicles first, just to familiarize ourselves with some commands and do some research. But it's gonna be a lot of reading the wiki, I think. Trying to figure out crews, signing and stuff. We'll get all that when I get back. So see you then. Okay, I'm back. Had to mentally prepare myself for the pain that I'm about to inflict on myself trying to figure out this vehicle spawning code. Crew spawning code, whatever you would like to call it. Make sure I got my music going. Okay. So, there's going to be a lot of research and tracking down stuff here in Warlords, trying to figure out. Because I think what's been blocking me for so long doing this, because I fundamentally don't understand how the game engine is spawning vehicles. So we're going to use populate sector as our reference. We're going to try to figure out what's going on here. So vehicle, right? We see we have a position, which is road. Okay. So let's pick which road he wants to spawn them on. He's getting get direction, select random. So it's randomly selecting a direction to spawn. Then select random weighted faction vehicle classes, which is the requisition, or you guys know what it is. It's the weighted list that we work on sometimes for sectors. Then it's looking for BI side array under classes, and it's finding side. Then it's causing this function spawn vehicle. Okay, that's what we need. So this is what's actually spawning the vehicle. Then we have vehicle right here, parameters, vehicle crew group. Sounds like something we need to search. So this is going to be a massive rabbit hole. And I need to zoom this in a bit for you guys. Yep. Okay, so this is introduced at the very start of Arma. Function to spawn a certain vehicle type with all crew, including turrets. Vehicle can either become part of an existing group or create a new group. So it needs a position, a direction, a type, and a group. Is it just something it side? Okay, let's count some commas here. Okay, so position, yep, comma, direction, yep, comma. Okay, next comma's right there. Type is right here, so we're going to go to the next comma. Then side or group. Okay, side or group. Makes sense. Okay, where is he getting side from, though? Side equals local side. A direct local side. So if we go look up local side, we know that... We already know this says independent, but we're going to do it anyways. Okay, so side, local side equals sides array, which is defined up here at the top. West-east resistance minus competing sides. Competing sides are... Hold up a second. Did I add green for? Oh. Okay, so you have three different potentials here. You have east versus west, west versus resistance, and east versus resistance, which is green for. Holy smokes, dude. You could have a west versus green or a green versus op 4. It's set up right there in the mission files. You can totally do that. But it looks like what it's doing right now is taking that in value 0, maybe. Get variable 0. See, the problem is this BIS Warlord stuff is generally like black box from original Warlords, and I don't know what it means, or I don't have access to it. So, oh, that's cool. So it's subtracting east and west from this array, and then it's taking the value of 0 from that array, which is whoever's left over. And that's exactly why this code, when I was writing this code, that's why this didn't work, because it was just taking the first value, which is always going to be west. Huh. Wow, when I wrote this, it was like over 6 months ago. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh. Okay, we don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I might. This seems actually a really easy fix to get. Get vehicles spawning, populate sector working for all sectors. Like that seems really, really easy. Because I could just change this to size array. I could change that to or side equals local side or side equals competing sides. That would work too. I still don't understand why he didn't do this for all. There's gotta be a reason he did this. I just don't understand what it was. Okay, let's go back to what we were doing. Okay, so he was finding side. Yeah, this code almost seems redundant since he has this code up here only allowing one side to have vehicles. But then he's searching the vehicle faction classes and he's looking for side. Oh, maybe that's why it's one. Because he has to have it one individual selector. Maybe otherwise it would always turn up west. Because west is the first item in the array. We need to stop going down that rabbit hole though. Okay, so we know that's the things that we need. So position has to be, okay. Direction, azimuth, string, type of vehicle. Okay, then the return format is going to be objects, crew, group. Okay, so he's spawning the vehicle, then he's changing the array to the return format. Seems kind of straightforward. So next thing we need to look up is vehicle set variable parent sector. Then new asset handle. So let's go find new asset handle. New asset handle. Here we go. All right, new asset handle. So we got owner, asset. Asset is vehicle. This is actually not connected to, is it? Huh. Or is he defining asset though? Like for AI, I don't think they get a value assigned to asset. Yeah, that's interesting. AI doesn't get, this whole populated sector doesn't use asset or owner. Why is he calling this then? Okay, I see. So if player is owner. Okay. Okay, so if it's not a player that's the owner, then they don't need asset because this is where asset's being used. All right, that kind of makes sense. If not asset, kind of static weapon, then huh. I feel like this line of code is extremely important to why turrets break when the server's lagging out, but our mission doesn't have that problem. Okay, and here's the maintenance stuff, the repair and rearm. Can repair, can rearm. Again, we haven't seen anything about crew, and crew is actually what we're worried about here. Okay, this is just setting up. Where were we at? I kind of lost my place here. Okay, this looks like it's setting up transport and repair. Okay. It's just letting them repair. Okay, new asset handle has nothing to do with crew. That's good to know. Okay, so let's go. We already know where we're going to need to go next. We're going to need to process client request. Okay, so new asset handle, not something we need to really worry about. That's something about assigning sectors. No. All right, so our next thing up is populate sector. Warlords 2 populate sector. So we need to find out where this is called. Warlords 2 pop. So it's called in the init. And it's called on select target. Okay, that was the wrong script. We need to look process client request. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it's initialized here in the initial SQF a whole bunch of times. Init common is processing runways. Should probably look at that, see if we can get aircraft carriers working. Although airplanes don't fly in Redux. Let's go look at this script, see what's up. Process. So it's going to be under server process runways. Right, so it's looking for, the first thing it's doing is sectors with runways. It's looking for the A. Okay, that's Cavallo. Count sectors with runway 0, then do this. Set an input class. Okay, so it's looking for an ILS position. It's instrument landing system. I guess that's how they identify glide slope for the runways, or where they should enter the glide slope. We call it intercepting a glide slope. It's where you'd intercept a glide slope, I suppose. If they set it up like something like real life. Okay, apparently they just named all the parts of the airport ILS. That's weird. Do you think the game file would literally just do all this automatically? Kind of how I thought it worked with aircraft carriers. So maybe that's why aircraft carriers don't work, because they don't have this runway position, ILS position. That would take me a crap ton of research to figure this out. But because it seems like it should just automatically grab every runway on the map. Dynamic airport configuration. Okay, Just DLC introduced a new feature, which is creating landing strips dynamically instead of them being hard-coded in terrain config. This feature is necessary to create features for the USS Freedom aircraft carrier, which allows AI and autopilot to land there. Oh, I never actually tried that. Because the runway shows up as a runway on the map. Hold up. Does this mean if I take a... Hold up. We need to go test something. That code looks like it should work for an aircraft carrier. Oh, nope, cancel. I have to restart a couple times here. I want to try to get a Neri or a Dessa spawn. It's only downside of random base locations when I need to. Okay, had Red 4 not been down at the Neri, I would have actually done this. Oh my god, game, for real? How do you keep giving off for a Neri spawn? Oh my god. There we go, we got Neri.
Warlords Protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector. Sector selected.
Okay, let's we'll fast travel, then we'll kill everybody.
Select destination. Destination selected.
I think something just crashed. I heard something explode. I'm listening to some really weird music tonight, man. It's Oriental chill step. Not that great. Let's see. Some future garage. Apparently one of these Carl Gustavs killed a T-90 tank in Ukraine. It's kind of nutty. All things to kill your first T-90 with. Like the least advanced anti-tank weapon on all of Ukraine. Just a straight up recoilless rifle. walking down here because I know the
Sector seized.
2 main spawn spots for the
Voting for the next
Black
sector.
Wasp.
Select sector.
It's gonna be right here, or it's gonna be down on the beach. So, not gonna lie, that looks kind of intimidating, man. Like now the ramps are triple wide and stuff.
Sector selected.
I did a really good job on that. I should like pat myself on the back or something. Okay, let's buy ourselves an aeroplane.
Select sector.
Hey, it spawned right where I thought it would. I think I could taxi this straight down the street. So it's actually a lot easier to taxi than the oh no. Crap, I don't know how to reduce my power. Crap. Oh, my controls aren't the same. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. Z key is the default boost power key. Yeah, this is far easier to taxi than the A10, man. So if you just taxi it here to the last street on the block, taxi straight out to the beach. Just gotta be careful with your speed when you're going downhill here. Oh no, I clip that. Oops. Okay, that was dumb. I should have gone around the building. Okay, well, lesson learned there. Go around that little building. Or just don't clip the silly fence.
Select sector.
Oh, sweet. We got a beach spawn. Even better. So when you get this beach spawn, you got to be a little bit tight on your turn radius sometimes, depending on which side of the beach spawn you're on. Well, you basically just taxi underneath the ramp, then you loop around and come up the ramp. Feel like I should fill this area in underneath this one, but it actually really helps with the A10. Your wing on the A10 will fit just under this ramp, so if you're worried about your clearance, just scoot right underneath that. Super easy. I like to get a bit of a running start because I gotta plow through all these umbrellas. Yeah, I don't need to keep my wings folded anymore. Let's go! Oh god. Get lined up with the runway before you try to take off. That's why I normally do that little loop. This is actually getting kind of hilarious. God, I have infinite money.
Select destination. Action cancelled. Select destination. Destination selected.
I've never actually called
Select sector.
Oh, sweet. Spawn us even a better spot. To redeem myself out on this this time we're gonna taxi outside that little building. Just being a little bit careful with my power there. Didn't want to overjuice it. Okay, so if you go outside this building, you need to go up this hill a little ways around these rocks, and then come straight down the hill. And then once you're down the hill, you have a straight shot to the beach. And just watch your power settings. Okay, this time I'm actually going to get lined up with the ramp extensions before I try to take off here. There we go. See what happens. I just engaged landing autopilot, so It's flying in a direction I am really not happy with, but where's it going? He's flying me all the way back to the main airbase. Or not. Oh, it's working? Looks like it's turning back towards the carrier. Oh, this is gonna be sketchy, dude. Well, dang it, because I was holding on, I couldn't get a picture. How am I going to get a picture of this? I think I'm just gonna have to be really, really fast on the F12. So I'm going to release the Alt button and like immediately grab a screenshot. Wait, no, I can lock free look. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I lock free look to the side of the plane, and then I snap an F12 screenshot. Man, I wish I could zoom out. Oh, that was cool. I came inches away from hitting that freaking... That was cool. Okay, well, I'm glad we looked at that code because we know we can place like an infinite number of carriers. I gotta look at those screenshots though. I want to see how close I came to that building because that looked really, really close. Oh my god, I wish I could spin around. Hang on, I'm posting some stuff onto Discord here. This out of the way, get that over there so you guys can see it. Yeah, I need to push some screenshots up to internet. Sweet, grab link. Cool beans. I almost wish I would have tested the non-tail hook airplanes, but all right, we're back. Let's stop goofing off. Okay, what were we doing? Process. We were looking through. We were trying to find process client request. Process client request. All right. So the other places it's called are init common. The only other place it's called is init common. It's adding a public variable event handler. What's this? This event handler will check if a mission namespace variable has been broadcast over the network with public variable client, public variable server. It will execute command upon detection. And it's taking vars. And vars is defined here as BIS warlords. Then player ID warlord. Okay, then it's called again. It's spawning this, which is just running this, and then it's called client request. Okay. Not super helpful, but okay. So we know this is basically our start position. Let's go to the top of this. Okay, so it's taken on this particular case, var is the player's warlord ID and action. Let's come out with an action array. Okay, it looks like it's just kind of defining stuff right here. Okay, this is just more setup. So it's making sure it can ID each individual player on a multiplayer server, else it's just saying the sender is player. Okay, process target position. Okay, we're not worried about this. We already know about all of that. Set owner. This is where things get silly. U virtual man F crew count. Okay, that's the guy I think we need. Virtual man. Because I think that's the person that sits inside UAVs, is the virtual man. Or UAV crew, not totally sure. Or not. Okay, that was not what I needed. We go UAV crew. Right, also not what I needed. Okay, create vehicle crew. I have a feeling we're gonna need this later on. Creates a vehicle crew corresponding to the provided player's faction. Provided vehicle's faction. The vehicle is already occupied. The command will only create missing crew in the existing. Oh. So it's like CWiz is actually working correctly by adding a blue 4 crew to an op4 asset. Okay. Because the CWiz is actually, the phalanx is actually a blue 4 asset. Interesting. I feel like I can override that though. Alright, back. Big super AFK there. Seems really straightforward. I just need to figure out how to make this side be the other team. Is this literally a different wiki page than side with the small? Oh my god, it is. Side with the small s is a completely different wiki page than side with the big S. Wow. That is really dumb. Okay, so instead of player, we would be using sender. If side sender equals east, set crew east or something. Huh, okay. So we got a basic understanding of how crew works, or at least sides work. But we don't know you, virtual man. Count crew. Not static. Okay, then he defines I. Where is this used? Oh, this is literally just doing the set owner thing. I was never able to understand what this freaking this might be where stuff's breaking, but I honest to God do not understand this code at all. So if crew count asset is greater than 0 and is static, then assign group commander. That's it. Like this little chunk right here is what's breaking SAM sites. But we're not working on that tonight. We're working on, and it's assigning group owner to sender, which is working properly, but it just throws an error message saying you shouldn't do this. So while asset set owner equals sender and owner asset, this while not this, do something set owner. All right. Doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but that had nothing to do with crew at this point. It's just setting the ownership of the object, which seems to be working more or less correct. Rest assets. Okay, it's setting up an array with a bunch of stuff. Okay, so for ships, there's no there is no crew. And if it's not a ship, then it's using else if type error.
Warlords Protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector. Sector selected. Select destination. Destination selected.
A lot of dudes right in front of me. They're all dead. Sorry, I have to keep clicking off the game screen and it goes black, but I need to get stuff done, like other stuff, while I'm waiting for sectors to cap and stuff. You know what I should do? Hang on. I think I can fix some of this black screen for you guys real quick. 1 second. Scored.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector.
Oh, 1 second. I'm doing some stuff here. Okay, cool. I got some stuff set up on my other
Select
computer so I can
sector.
not have to alt tab so much. Yeah, we know Kavala's gonna take a while to spawn.
Sector selected.
So we're gonna
Select
wait a second to
destination.
kill everybody.
Destination selected.
Oh, that's why I didn't see smoke sometimes. They had to land in the ocean. So it's really weird. I'm only getting 51 FPS, 50 FPS here in Kavala. Really strange when I'm normally played 60 FPS. Sounds weird, dude, but once you get used to 60 FPS, like gaming, it's you like instantly notice as soon as you're not playing at 60 FPS. Oh, it was the AI that was causing it. My FPS kind of just shot back up. Not really. Yeah, I'm down to the 40s again. 10 out of 10 spawn point, dude.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
Let's see. Okay, all we need to do here is spawn in a helicopter of any type.
Select sector.
And we should see a system chat heli spawn code running. Okay. Now, next thing I need to do is get myself some money. Okay, got money. Let hummingbird spawn. Okay, now let's call it a I think the M12 is the yeah, that's the one. And then we know it's gonna crash, so okay, so heli code spawning. Heli code running. Heli code is definitely running because he just repaired and fueled himself. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So why is he not getting assigned a crew? Oh, he didn't. Deleted him. That's funny. He got assigned to be deleted. We'll see if that happens again. So even though he repaired himself after crashing. So heli spawn code. He'll repair himself here in a second. I think. The other guy just glitched out. Oh no, he never touched the ground. Please stop landing on buildings, dude. Need you to crash not on top of a building. Oh, yep, there he goes. Fully repaired himself. But he's already been marked for deletion, so he's gonna like get deleted here in a second. Okay, so they're definitely using the heli spawn code. We're 100% sure of that. And we're 100% sure they're using a new asset function, but it's like it's getting assigned a crew too late. So let's try sticking this somewhere else and see if it works better if I spawn it from another menu. Okay, so we're gonna take the blue 4. Defense and fire scouts. Why is this guy airfield only? Be a helicopter. So we're just gonna copy and paste this dude up into aircraft. And we're also gonna change that to helicopter. Right, let's save that. Jump back in the game. Okay, so we got lucky that last time because we were at an airfield and a helipad, not just a helipad. Otherwise, I would not have been able to spawn that guy. Oh, nice. We're only one town away from a helipad.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector.
What time of day did we get today? 1600.
Sector selected. Select destination. Destination selected. Okay, I don't really know. Normally, I always have an expectation of when I'm going to test something, what the result should be. This one, I don't know what's going to happen here. I fully expect this thing to crash, but it's going to be kind of interesting to see where it crashes, because before, when I was buying it from the defense menu, I was doing the little... Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
It was literally starting off as static, and then I was assembling it directly above my head. So I really don't know what's going to happen. It should land, if it's working, it'll land over on that helipad right there.
Sector selected.
But if not, find out.
Select sector.
We're going to pretty much know instantly. If this spawns directly on top of my head, we're going to know it's broken. Okay. Problem. Huh. Didn't repair itself this time either. It's a little weird. This may be because it's upside down. Well, we know the helicopter is going to be the hardest to get working. So if we get the helicopter working, we can get anything working. How do I assign a crew? Helicopters are obviously getting assigned a crew and landing just fine. I wonder if I add some more debug code to process client request here. We're going to change this to asset. Okay, so now I should get 2 messages when I spawn a helicopter, and I should get what the asset is in system chat and that heli spawn code is running. I just want to see if it's even recognizing, and it clearly knows it's a helicopter, but and target position final is working. Know that it didn't spawn directly above our head. Where is the crew part falling apart? That's what's... This is going to be another one of those situations I'll bash my head against this for like 3 weeks, and then when I finally come up with the solution, it's going to be like, duh. I should have done that from the start. I need music. Okay, I think after this test, I'll take a quick AFK, get a new drink.
Warlords protocol initialized.
Ooh, a nice spawn.
Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
Okay, let's go up to Molos Airfield, because I can.
Sector selected. Select destination. Destination selected.
Hold on a second, just getting some music up here. Oh my god. Walking scripts. If you guys didn't know, apparently in one of the upcoming patches, maybe 2.10, there's going to be a new thermal system coming out. Apparently it's going to be making thermals better or something, but some of the prototype screenshots I've seen make Viper suits stand out way more than they used to, which is kind of weird. So Viper suits become visible under IR or thermals can be really... It's going to be kind of a game changer, dude. That reminds me, I still need to disable aircraft radars. Apparently my internet's dying.
Sector seized. Voting for
Or
the next
it's
sector.
kind of dying and my stream's taking up most of the
Select
internet.
sector. Sector selected. Select destination. Destination selected. Sector seized.
Okay, we've
Voting
got
for the
some
next
sectors
sector.
capped.
Select sector.
Give myself some Monday.
Sector selected.
Okay, so what we're going to be looking for in system chat, we want to see something that resembles MQ-12 Falcon and heli spawn code running.
Select sector.
Ah, okay, so we got an error. Type object, expected string. Okay, so I need to convert asset to string. Okay. Kind of dangerous. We'll do it. Although just getting the error by itself lets me know it's running. Alright, so let's do this bad boy out. Go text. My asset is I legit have no idea if that's gonna work. Assuming it's kind of gonna make it into a string, right? Go look up format. See what this does. Composes composes a string containing other variables. Okay, so it's just at format is converting to string. Got it. Get fancy here, dude. Adding a second thing. Sender.